Another day, another account to audit. And in this short video, I'm going to go together with you over a potential client account, a real account with real data, covering all the issues that I have identified through the account audit. And then I think you can learn a lot from it and apply these things to your account as well. Try to compare. Maybe you'll find something that prevents your account from getting great results. And this is the main purpose of this video. So enough with the chat. Let's jump right into it. So first things first, if you have ever watched any of my videos, you know that the first thing we would like to start is conversion tracking. We need to make sure that the conversions, the sales, or the goal that we want to track from the advertising is properly configured. We need to go left to the goal section. In the conversion section, click on summary. Now I'm going to scroll down and click here on view all conversion actions. And now we can see all the conversions that are configured in this account. Just a quick note that we have implemented already a few of the fixes within the accounts. First of all, we changed the conversion action purchase to be the only conversion considered as primary. The primary conversion means that Google Ads will optimize only towards this goal, and you should have only one conversion that is the most important for you, configured as primary. Otherwise, if it's like going to be contact us set up as primary together with purchase, Google will look at these conversions having like the same level of importance, which is not. So we want only one conversion action to be configured as primary, and the rest you can put as a secondary conversions, and then you can use them as kind of like additional layer when analyzing the data and optimizing the account. But this is very important that you will have only one primary conversion. That's one thing. Second thing, in terms of click-through conversion window, you should put it as long as possible, especially if you are in an industry when it takes for a customer a relatively long time to make the purchase. So in this example, the jewelry industry, sometimes it can take weeks, months for a customer to make the purchase. That is why you want the conversion window to be as long as possible. When the time comes and he makes the purchase, the platform can actually attribute the conversion. It can identify the first time it clicked on the ad and then connect the dots and attribute the purchase to that specific campaign, which is very crucial in terms of optimization. Now, let's go to Diagnostics tab. And here you can see a common issues with your conversions. Maybe there's something that is not configured properly. In the enhanced conversion section, you can see that there are 3 items that need attention. So let's click on see details. And here in the details, we can see that we have issues with enhanced conversion data. For example, enhanced conversions addresses are missing. What are enhanced conversions? These are conversions that are passing additional data to Google Ads, not just the event itself, for example, when the user proceeded to the checkout or made the purchase, but on top of that, it adds additional parameters that we can get from the user while he makes the purchase. For example, his name, phone number, email address. And this is very useful for Google Ads because it allows Google Ads to identify that user in a more easy way, and then it can try to bring similar audience. So it trains the algorithm better. Ideally, you always want to have enhanced conversion active and also configured properly, which is in this case, you can see there are issues that needs basically fixing. So you should definitely make sure that you don't have any issues in your diagnostics tab. Very important. Now, from the conversions, let's go to product feed. Let's go to campaign. And here we scroll down to products and click on products again. And what I have identified, like when you have e-commerce store, most likely you will have some kind of issues with your product feed. And unfortunately, a lot of advertisers neglect this thing. They simply ignore the issues that are in the product feed. They even ignore the Google Merchant Center account, which is the primary source that can help you out improve your product feed and identify some issues. So in this case, if we're looking at the issue tab, you can see that there's like a product with missing product image. Let's sort it out. Invalid price, out of stock. I also find previously like attribution issues. It doesn't pass the proper attribution. Let's look at the price. There's another issue that I found here regarding the currency. There's like some items in one currency. There are some items in another currency. You see here, for example, like we have this currency, which I have no idea what kind of currency that one is. So you can write it in the comments if you know which one this is. But let's sort it out by low price. So you can see it changes. Like we have different types. Like this is, I know, Swedish krona. Then we have euros. So what's going on with the with the pricing? Like the pricing should be the same for I mean in terms of the currency. So there's some kind of an issue there, definitely, that needs fixing. These things, they prevent your ads from achieving optimal performance. If you have e-commerce store, like product feed is probably the second priority after the conversion tracking. So that's one thing. Let's go to product diagnostics here, and you can see the summary. We have, out of, let's say, 13,000 products, we have 3,000 products that have issues, and out of which 2,000 are not eligible. This means that they won't appear in your ads because of these issues. And if we scroll down here, you can see exactly what kind of issues. They're missing image, missing Korean business registration number, even though this inventory, the store is located in Australia, so there's some kind of an issue in the settings. Missing inventory data, invalid sale price. So you can see all the issues, and if you click on the products, you can see exactly what products are having this issue. And these are the attributes I was mentioning previously, like missing color, age group, gender, things like that. So basically, not all inventory is being served. That's a big issue. And also, on top of that, if you have more than 1-2% of your total inventory disapproved, which in this case you can see that there's more than that, like almost 15% of the inventory is not being served, then you're actually risking your Merchant Center account getting suspended, which is a big issue. It can stop completely your advertising from working. So you should definitely address that and not advertise. Now let's go to locations. So in the campaign section targeting, we can go to location targeting. And here I can click on Australia. Click on, let's say, provinces, just to show you the idea, not provinces. Let's go with regions. Yeah. In the location report, if you filter it down by region, you can see that some of the regions have 0.3 to 0.4 conversion rate, while others have like 1. Let's sort it out by conversion volume. So you can see there's a 3% conversion rate, and there is 0.5 conversion rate, and the 0.5 gets more clicks. So you're spending more money on the inventory that brings you much less results. And this probably because the conversion tracking is not working properly, and the smart bidding is not configured well. But even with the manual check, you can simply double down on what's working the best, which is this area and this one maybe. Like we can actually download this data, export it as CSV, put it in some AI tool like Claude or ChatGPT to analyze it on more accurate level. And then based on that, make a decision what kind of area do we want to target. Because the costs, the advertising spending here is not that high. This means you cannot spread it, the budget broad, and target the whole Australia. You need to be very precise. Otherwise, you're just losing money. Like just in this case, these 2,000 Australian dollars could have gone to this campaign or this campaign and this location, and it could have brought 5 times more sales. That's another thing that I found out. And last but not least is the policy manager. Let's go to tools, troubleshooting, and click on policy manager. And you can see here that there are some ads that are disapproved. That means that they don't serve, they don't show in the search results, they're not getting impressions. And furthermore, policy violations can damage your account reputation, affect your performance. You should try to avoid it and don't have any policy violations in your account. And if you have them, you should either try to resolve them, try to edit the ad, maybe try to appeal, even though it most of the cases doesn't work well, or simply remove the ad and create something new instead of it. Because now with all these disapproved things, it simply messes up the account performance. If we click on view ads and we go into more details, we can actually see what's causing it. But overall, you can see here there's more than one policy violation, and that's a big no-no. Like you need to avoid it at all costs. And if you have policy violation, you should resolve it immediately. This sums up the audit, the most important things that I found. I mean, I can dig here more, spend more hours and find a bunch of other things to improve. But these things that I mentioned in this video, they're so common. They're more common than you think. Every second account that I get, it's always policy violations. It's always the same issues with conversion tracking and product feed. That is why I keep saying, I don't know if people listen to me, but I keep saying in the videos that these are the 3 things you should fix immediately, and it will improve your account performance. You will see the results right away. So that sums up this video. I hope this was valuable and useful for you. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more useful content about Google Ads. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.